right? So when I started this business, what happened with me is I had just recently lost my job, started getting desperate because I started going into debt. It was 2020, it was the pandemic. I had no idea what to do. I had no idea where to go. I was trying to get rehired. I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship. I just wanted to be behind the desk, feeling successful. And I was just happy that way, right? And I didn't know better. So I was just trying to apply, sending my resume, sending my CV to different companies. Everybody was telling me the same thing. Hey, man, we're not hiring. Not only that, we're firing people. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I called one of my really, really good friends. He lives in Miami. He's Venezuelan like me. And I said, hey, dude, I'm broke. I'm desperate, about to get kicked out of my house. I lost my job. Do you know anybody who's hiring in Miami? If I need to move, I'll move. Right? He said, no, man, nobody's hiring over here either, but I'm doing this. And he introduced me to I Am Mastery Academy right there and then. I said, yes. I started with no money, a bunch of debt, but I had a big dream. I had a big vision. And that's all it takes. You got to have big beliefs. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to envision a future where you're not stuck in a situation you don't like. All right. Where you're not stuck in a rank that you don't want to have, where you have a clear vision of, hey, I want to get to Monterrey, Mexico, and I want to celebrate my rank this way. I want to be on stage in Mexico in front of 15,000 people, and I want to have a whole team celebrating me. So when you have that clear vision, when you have that clear dream, when you know and you can see, you can taste, you can smell, you can touch your dream because you have a clear picture, now it's more likely to become a reality. Now, what do we have to do? When we have that clear, and when I had that clear, and when I saw an opportunity for me to achieve certain type of freedom, right, to stop working for anybody else, to have the opportunity to travel the world, to live off of the internet, to start investing, trading, growing, to build portfolios of clients, to help other people do the same thing, I developed some type of passion for it. They grew into my biggest passion of helping people and inspiring other people do the same. Okay, I had it clear. And then when I was in the journey, I started seeing how these people were succeeding, how these people were having a lifestyle that I could only dream of. And that was amazing to me. Like I was, my eyes started to open, and I started seeing things that I had never seen before. I started seeing how people could make $100,000 a month. They were free. They were traveling the world with their families. They were doing things that they really wanted to do. They were impacting more people. They were impacting me. They were teaching me how I could start from zero in order to go. And I said, I love this, right? And I want you to put a number one if you love I Am Mastery Academy, all right? Because I love it and I share it. And every time that I feel stuck, every time that I feel I'm not making progress, every time that I feel like I can't or don't want to do something, I think of what this platform means to me, what's making for me, what's doing for me, and I just go ahead and share it, and I get more energy, more and more and more and more and more. And I see you guys love it as well. I see you guys are benefiting from it, and we're all making money. We have an amazing tool that's helping us build the life that we really, really want. So why not share it? Why not share with everybody else in the world? Like I was shopping yesterday. I went shopping because I needed to buy a couple, pants and t-shirts and stuff like that. And I was prospecting everybody. Why? Because these people that are stuck in a job that they probably don't want, I know I have a solution. And even if they like the job, I'm still sharing something that's going to help their lives become better. So when you know that and you're aware of it, then it's gonna become easier to get unstuck. It's gonna become easier to go into momentum. All right. And that's what happened to me. Coming back to my story, when I was new, I didn't know all these things, but I knew I had just discovered a way that I could start paying my debt, eventually pay for my rent, buy some food, and survive. Right. And I was pretty excited about surviving. That's how fucked up it was. It's pretty exciting about going ahead and survive. Okay. So when I found that, I said, you know what? There's a lot of people during this pandemic time that might need this. And I started sharing with everybody. And I had a bunch of no's because I didn't know how to share this opportunity. But then I started getting some yeses because I started utilizing my upline's help to communicate the information with other people more properly. And I started doing that. And I started growing. And I got to Platinum 600 in 5 weeks after I started. And that gave me a paycheck that I utilized to create trading accounts and started growing. So what happened was I had trading accounts that I was just copying and pasting from professionals, growing, right? And have a residual income coming from the academy, incoming every Friday, and that was growing as well. And I started creating a community along with the community that we created with my upline. And then we expanded to help hundreds of people. And it was very, very gratifying. It was fulfilling. What I'm doing right now, the value that I'm sharing with you guys, is fulfilling to me. I love doing it. And it was all thanks to the toughest moment of my life when I lost my job and I had no idea and I was desperate, and I found an opportunity that somebody gave me. So that somebody did not discriminate me because I was broke. I didn't have a job. I didn't like trading. I didn't like any of this type of business that was not sitting behind the desk and work for somebody else. I just didn't know better. He showed me the opportunity to change my life forever. And thanks to that, hundreds of people have now the opportunity to change their lives forever. If I didn't know about this, I would not be here sharing, obviously, this information with you guys. I would not be helping other people. And the reason why I'm talking so much about me, first of all, is because of my story. But second of all, is because you can do the same. You can go out there, change people's life. But the first thing you got to do is change your own life. You got to change your own life. You got to go and say, enough is enough. I want more. I'm assuming everybody's here because you guys want more. Put a number 3 in the chat if you want more out of life. Number 3 in the chat if you want to grow with I Am Mastery Academy. If you want more out of life, see a way here to do that, to make that happen. So everybody's here because you guys want to grow. Okay, if you guys want to grow, just go ahead and grow, right? Do the things that you need, you got to be doing. And that's it. Because I guarantee you that probably 90% of people who are in this call already know what it is that you need to be doing. But guess what? You're not doing it. Therefore, you get stuck. And you don't know why you're stuck. But when you think about it, what should I do to get unstuck? Maybe I should prospect. Maybe I should call somebody. Maybe I should share this with somebody. Maybe I should find myself one business partner that wants to run with me. And then now it's not you, it's 2 of you, right? And then it's going to be 3 and 4 and 7 and 10 and hundreds of people that are impacted because you made a decision, right? So stop doubting yourself. You're good. You're enough. You're all you need in order to succeed, okay? Don't get stuck. Don't play against yourself, and you'll be okay. When I started progressing a little bit more, and I saw how other people were having success, were making money because of the information that I shared with them, then I got more excited, and it was more fulfilling, and it was a lot of passion, and it was a lot of, I want to do this with everybody, right? So I started creating my own momentum. I started creating my own power from within myself to empower other people to do the same. And that's all I've been wanted to do for the past 4 years, is to share this with as much people as I can, as many people as possible, and to share and plant a seed in somebody. Because if in this call I can impact one person, I'm happy, right? It doesn't matter who it is. Somebody here can change their lives. Somebody here can do what I did. Somebody here can do what a lot of leaders have done, a lot of people have done all over the world, and a lot of people that you know and you know very well from close. All right. So I hope you guys received value from this. Okay. This is my life story when it comes to I Am Mastery Academy. This is a lot of things that I think and I know that if you start implementing on yourself, you will be successful, right? Because I know, and this is gonna hit for some of you guys. I know you guys go to a job and your boss tells you you got to do something and you go and do it. Your boss tells you, the same boss you complain about, tells you you got to do this by tomorrow and you go and do it. But when it comes to ourselves, oh, I'm my own boss, I have my freedom, then I don't do it. Like, why work harder for somebody else that's not gonna keep you a certain limit than you would work for yourself when you have an unlimited earning potential? Ask yourself that question. Why do I work harder for somebody else than I do for myself, my own future, my family, and everybody that I want to impact, my dreams? Right? Why do I work harder for other people's desires and goals, receiving a mediocre salary? Why do I work harder for that than for myself and my dreams? That's a legitimate question. And when you ask yourself that and you actually write it down, you discover how stupid that thinking is, right? And I did that myself. Like, why did I work harder for my boss that I was complaining about than I'm working for myself? And when I started listing those whole reasons, I was like, I'm so dumb right now. Like, I need to start working harder for myself. So I hope, guys, this has been of value to you. And I hope you start applying this, because the moment you realize that you have it in you, that you can work for yourself, that you can accomplish anything you want to accomplish, that the moment you made that decision, that's a change right there. The moment you change, it's the moment you're going to start taking the actions to eventually seeing it pay off and getting the results that you want to get. All right. Getting to Monterrey, Mexico in 90 days, celebrating a rank, making more money, potentially having a lot of freedom. And maybe some of you won't have a job anymore once you get there. So once again, my name is Ricardo Lucien.